Well, hello and welcome to Lori's Crafting Place.blogspot.com. So glad that you could join me today. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and a happy new year. And I know it's been a little while, lots of things going on. And so I just decided I'd wait till the first of the year to start my videos back up. So anyways, we're going to be making a card today by Sam Calcott. I got the idea from her, watched her video. She's at Mixed Up Crafts. And I love this card. It's called a Crisscross Tower Box card. And it is really awesome. Sounds hard, looks hard. I don't have a sample. We're going to just make the sample right now. And so let's get started. And I'll show you the things that we're going to need. Let me get you down here where you can see everything. Let me make sure that I'm right on where I should be. And that looks pretty good. And I want to make sure I keep up here because I tend to get down here and then you can't see things. So first off, we're going to need a piece of brown. This is Early Espresso from Stampin' Up. And most of my products are still Stampin' Ups. But we're going to need this piece, and it's 6.5 by 7. And we're going to do some scoring. Then I have some like wood grain type paper, and it's got some like red, I don't know, material like you could do for a jacket on one of the Stampin' Die sets. So anyways, this one is the wood one, and this piece measures 5 by 7, and so we'll need that one, and we're going to be doing some cutting on that one. And then I'm going to want a little sentiment thing that says hello, and also I'm going to use some leaves on here, so we'll use some of these that I've already cut out. You can see those. And we're going to cut out some flowers and put on the front of our card. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is I'm going to get my scoring board out, and we're going to score this brown piece that measures 6.5 by 7. 6.5 by 7. And I believe I did not write it down, but I'm pretty sure. I'm not pretty sure. Let me double check and see what side I want to go. I want the 6.5 inch side up. Okay, at the top. Okay, so with your 6.5 inch side up at the top, let's get our little scoring tool out here. You can use a stylus, or you can use the one that comes with your board. And with the 6.5 inch at the top, we're going to score at 1.5. So let's score at 1.5, at 3, at 4.5, and at 6. And this will leave us with a little skinny part that we're going to glue together. So we're going to set this aside for a moment, and I won't need that anymore. We're going to put this back down here out of the way. And now we're going to, oh, sorry about that. We're going to take this piece of wood piece here, and we're going to cut these, and I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to get where I need to be here so I can see what I'm doing. We're going to cut these with our paper trimmer, and we're going to go this way, so you'll have your long side, your 7-inch side up at the top of your cutting tool And we're going to go 1 inch, and we should end up with 7 of these if we cut them at 1 inch. So let me measure out 1 inch here. Whoops, make sure I stay on the line. Make sure I'm even. So there's one of them. And when you lay them down in order. So I'm going to keep these in order right over here. I think you can see that. And then we're going to take another one and cut it at 1 inch. And we'll lay it down. And we'll do another one, 1 inch. And we'll lay that one down just the way we took it off. And we got another 1 inch here. And let's see, hopefully we can get a few more here. 1 inch. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we should be able to get 2 more. There we are. At the 1 inch. There, I don't want to. 1 inch. And 1 inch. Okay, so we're done with our paper trimmer. We don't need that anymore. All right, so now what we're going to do, I kind of want to get these ready. So let's cut these flowers out real quick. And I'm just kind of fussy cutting. Doesn't have to be, I don't know why they call it fussy cutting, because it's not really fussy. I mean, you can leave a white border if you want. If you were to cut these out with a die, it would always leave a white border. So, I don't know. You don't have to be precise when you're cutting out these things. So we'll just give them a quick cut. That way we'll have them all ready, put together. And I don't know where you live, but here in Oklahoma, we're having very cold weather, but it's gorgeous. It's sunny outside. So, but our high today is only supposed to be 45, so that's cold for here. Anyways, but this is their winter months, January, February, and March. So it's possible that we could get some snow in the next couple weeks. So I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I want to thank you for joining me. And one of these days it would be nice if I could be able to see who's on and who's not, who's watching. And be able to do some comments and things. But we'll see how that will play out. Anyways, hope everyone's well at your home and that things are going well. I know one thing, I would like to say hello to my grandchildren, and I have 2 great-grandchildren also, and I sure do miss them. I really do, especially around the holidays. It was the first time in many years that we haven't been together for the holidays. So it was kind of sad, but we survived. They survived also. They had a great time together, our two girls and their families. So, and even our son's kids had a good time together. So that was great. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to fold this on these score lines that we made. Let me get my other little tool here. And we're just going to fold on the score lines. And then we're going to attach this. And it'll end up making a tube. I'm going to come over here and do this little 1/2 inch one here. And this is the one I want to put some glue on it. I ended up getting me these little tiny bottles for holding glue. I really like them. Oh, they're pretty cool. So we're going to put that on there. And what I really like about them is they have a really fine tip. Oh, you don't get tons of glue coming out on here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is kind of put that back up like that. And I'm just going to bring that over like that. And then burnish it down so it sticks. Just so I hope you saw what I did. I just laid it over and then folded that one over it. And then it puts it right where I want it. And then what we're going to do is this makes a tube. See? But when you're working on it, you want the tube to face you this way, not squared. You want it to face this way. So when I'm looking at this tube, it's like this, like a diamond shape. And then I'm just going to fold it like that. Okay. And then we're going to take, I'm going to kind of crease those edges a little creasier. Okay, so I'm going to scoot this stuff over here because we don't need it yet. Then we're going to take these, and I want them in the same order, so I'm just going to, instead of trying to turn them by hand, oops, I'm just going to pick them up and put them like this. Okay, and we have 7 of them. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to start putting them on here, and we're going to start with the left side, then we'll go to the right side, the left side, the right side, left, right, left, and right. So we're going to take and put some glue up here. We want it to go clear to the top. So we're going to just put some glue, and it's, remember, our things are only 1 inch. So we're going to put some glue on the left side. We're going to take this one. I mean, this is such an easy card, and it looks so hard. Now you want an inch hangover, okay? So I'm going to put that on there, on that left side, but I want to make sure that it's hanging over about an inch on both sides. Okay, so there's one side. Then we come over here to the right, and we're going to put some glue down on the right side. Okay, so I hope you're seeing this. I'm going to turn my camera just a little more this way. And so then I'm going to take the next one and lay it down, and I'm going to butt it right up and next to this one. Okay, and I'm going to push that down, and I want it again to be an inch overhang on that side. Then we'll come over here. And we'll do it again over here on the left side. And we're going to butt that up against there, making sure that we have an inch overhang. That looks pretty good. Then we'll come back over here to the right side and do it again with some glue. Okay, take the next piece, butt it right up against there, and making sure we have an overhang. That was the right side. Yep, I had to make sure. What side was I doing? Okay, the right side. Then we're going to come back to the left side. And we'll take the next piece and butt it up against there, making sure it's even. That looks pretty good. Okay. Then we have, yeah, then we have the right side. We'll take that one. Whoops, I guess I can just lay it down. And we're going to put this one up against here, making sure that it's even. Okay, and then we should have the left side left to do. Okay, and hold that out of the way. Okay, and our left side. So you don't want to go over. I'm going to put the lid back on this because it does dry out fast. You don't want to go over that center fold line. You want to keep your glue just over here on that side. Then I'm going to lay this down, butting this up to here, making sure everything's lined up. And it covers. If you end up where it doesn't cover at all, you can trim the dark brown paper off. That's what I forgot. I was supposed to have another piece of dark brown paper that these are supposed to be on. So, I messed up. I forgot about that. Well, hopefully it'll work. And so, then what you do is you take and you open up your little, yeah, it works. It just makes them sturdier. But isn't that cool? It's called a crisscross tower box card. And I think that is so awesome. And then it just folds back down like this. Now that would make them sturdier if I had backed this onto a piece of brown 5x7. So don't forget to back it on a piece of you know, dark paper. Because then it's gonna, yeah, be better. But it's okay. It's all right. And then we just open this up. Open our little box up. And you've got, that is so cool. So now let's decorate it. Okay, so what I want to do is, you see these three that are sticking up, that's the ones we're going to decorate on. If you wanted to decorate on this side, you could. You'd have 4 places that you could put things. But I'm just going to do it right there. So then I'm going to, let's see what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this that says hello, and it will go on one of these. I think like the 4th one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe right here I'm going to end up putting that on there. And I'm probably going to trim off about this much. I don't need, this was from another project and I really don't need it that long. Okay, now we can save that piece. So then what I'm going to do is start building on these. So I'm going to take one of my flowers, or actually I think I might take this. And I may just trim this down a little bit. So let's just cut that off right there. I don't really need that that stem that long. And I'm going to put some glue on this part here, I think. And I'm going to stick it, I think, right about here. That's where I want that. And then I think I'm going to take my flower and I'm going to put it, I think I'll put some glue up here on this tip, and I'll put some glue down here on this bottom, and I'm going to do this. And then let's see if we can get some more leaves. Yeah. Oh, that's a little crooked. So I'm going to put some glue. Let me see where I want to put my glue. So I'm going to lay this down here. And yeah, I think I'm going to put some glue right here where that's kind of crooked. Yeah, I love this for being able to get into these little skinny parts. And I'm going to stick this right here. Right there. And I don't need to put any, because I don't want any glue. You know, I don't want any glue sticking on these ones that are down. And then I'm going to have another flower. So I think I'll put another flower right about here. So I'll put some glue right here. And I'll stick that flower right there. Making sure I don't get any glue on there. And then I can take this and I can stick it across here and it says hello. And I could go all the way across, but I think I might just go up under that. So let's get some glue on here. Now, having not ever made this card before, I think it's a cool card, and I am going to just stick that under there. And I'm going to put that right there, kind of smash it down a little bit. And then you've got your card. So your card is like this. And then you open it like this, and you've got this cool card. It's a crisscross card. You can open it a little more if I wanted. And then you can always put a piece of white back here and write a sentiment if you want to do that. I don't think I'm going to put anything on it. I'm just going to leave it like that. I think that's a cute card. So, you tell me what you think. If you like that card, click the like button. And if you want to see more videos, hit the notification bell and it'll let you know when I'm going to make some more videos. But I think that's a cute card. Don't you like that? That is so awesome. And I mean, you can even decorate it more, but even backwards, you know, it's not bad because I have double-sided paper. But that is just cool, and it folds flat and will fit in. Now, I could cut this down and try to make it into an A2 card, and that's what I might do, because most of my cards that I send are A2. They're not A4 cards. So I just thought that was a clever, cute card. And you can make them for any occasion. The one that Sam Calcott did was a Christmas card. So anyhow, thank you for joining me, and take care. And until next time, happy creating. Bye-bye.